Putin steps up drone war as Russia races to adapt to the rapidly evolving battlefield in Ukraine. Move over Shaheds as Russia unleashes a larger strike drone designed to carry heavier combat payloads. Russia builds bigger drone to meet growing demands for range, survivability, and firepower. Kremlin's drone playbook shifts toward platforms capable of delivering more cargo and greater impact. Russia has unveiled the new Molniya-13 heavy-class drone as part of efforts to expand its unmanned combat aviation capabilities. The system was presented as an upgraded successor to the earlier Molniya-2 platform, according to Sputnik. Russian sources told Sputnik the drone was designed to improve battlefield survivability and operational flexibility. Reports said the platform has already undergone testing in the Special Military Operations Zone. The drone's development reflects Russia's broader push toward heavier and more capable unmanned strike systems. Military planners have increasingly sought UAVs able to carry larger payloads while supporting diverse missions. The Molniya-13 appears intended to combine greater strike capability with improved endurance and mission versatility. Payload capacity reaches up to 13 kilograms, allowing the drone to carry heavier mission equipment or munitions. The drone cruises at approximately 120 kilometers per hour during standard operational missions. Its operational range extends up to 50 kilometers from the launch point under normal conditions. The platform uses a 4-electric motor propulsion system designed to improve stability and redundancy. Mission profiles include reconnaissance, transport tasks, and direct strike operations against designated targets. Russian developers said the new design places a strong emphasis on reliability under combat conditions. The platform was engineered to remain effective even in challenging electronic warfare environments. New analysis by the War Zone detailed how Russia's Skyfall nuclear cruise missile may operate, offering fresh insight into the secret of weapon. MIT researchers concluded the Burevestnik likely uses a direct-cycle nuclear propulsion system rather than a conventional engine design. The finding raised new questions about whether the missile releases radioactive material during flight and normal operation. As per the study, the weapon may be far more environmentally hazardous than previously understood by observers. Researchers Hekla and Kemp analyzed open-source data on size, speed, and engine design, according to TWZ. They said the missile marks the first suspected sustained flight of a nuclear-powered aircraft-type system. Russia revealed the Burevestnik program in 2018 as one of President Putin's flagship superweapons projects. The project followed decades of failed US and Soviet experiments involving nuclear-powered aircraft concepts. Previous tests included US Project Pluto and Soviet-era airborne reactor experiments with similar ambitions. Several reported test incidents since 2017 were linked by experts to the missile program and its development. A 2019 explosion near Nanoxa killed Russian scientists and triggered radiation spikes in nearby areas. Missile length estimated at 31 feet, 9.5 meters, making it comparable to a small aircraft-sized weapon. Wingspan approximately 18 feet, 5.6 meters, according to estimates cited in the analysis. Estimated speed, Mach 0.75, indicating a subsonic flight profile focused on endurance rather than speed. Likely engine type, a direct-cycle nuclear turbojet system powered by an onboard reactor. Airflow passes directly through the reactor core, where it is heated before producing thrust. Result, propulsion generated by radioactive superheated exhaust expelled from the rear of the missile. Air is drawn into the missile and passed directly through the nuclear reactor core for heating. A compressor forces air through narrow channels surrounding the reactor's fuel rods. Fission heat superheats the air before it is expanded to create powerful rearward thrust. The superheated airflow exits through a nozzle to generate continuous propulsion during flight. No sealed coolant loop is used, meaning radioactive materials are not fully contained within the system. This design makes the system's engine compact, but also potentially highly contaminating, according to the report. Direct cycle system. Air passes through the reactor core and exits as potentially radioactive exhaust. Indirect cycle system. A sealed coolant loop keeps radiation contained inside the reactor structure. The direct system enables a smaller missile design, but may release fission particles into the atmosphere. Researchers warn the exhaust may contain argon, krypton, and carbon isotopes generated by reactor activity. MIT researchers said the system would likely produce a radioactive trail throughout sustained flight operations. They said long-duration cruising would increase radiation leakage risks and accelerate reactor wear. Experts warned corrosion inside the reactor core could generate additional contamination over time. Former arms control officials said the design combines low speed with relatively high trackability. They argued it offers range advantages but weak operational stealth and limited overall military value. An investigation has exposed how the EU machinery kept feeding Russian missile makers. EU industrial exports continued flowing into Russia despite sanctions. Customs records reviewed by Kyiv Independent and Irpi Media revealed a sanctions bypass network, documented trade routes evading restrictions. Records showed EU-made industrial machinery reached Russian defense-linked plants via Turkey, used as a third country transit hub. Those plants produced specialized metal alloys used in missiles, fighter jets, and weapon systems, key inputs for military production. Investigators said the case showed Russia's war industry still depended on Western technology, despite broad export sanctions. The shipments were traced to facilities controlled by a family linked to Russian giant Rostec, a state-powered defense group. Recipient plants were controlled by Nikolai Timokhin, son-in-law of a top Rostec executive, connected to Russia's defense industry network. Timokhin's companies supplied metal alloys to more than 40 Russian defense manufacturers, spreading material across the military sector. Ukrainian intelligence said one of the plants produced components used in Russia's Kh-101 cruise missiles, which have been widely employed in long-range strikes against Ukraine. The same missiles have been used in repeated strikes on Ukrainian cities during the war, including long-range attack campaigns. The investigation found the plants also served firms building air defense missiles and jets, expanding military production uses.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the US will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.